to Green and Blue Productions video series, or Airsoft video series on how to make a what would Stoner do airsoft gun. And there's fun, and here we are in episode 2, and we're actually recording this right after episode 1 because, and I'm going to be uploading the same day as episode 1, by the way, or at least I hope I am. But anyway, so I think I got my final part list until I look some more in 10 minutes and rewrite it again. But basically what's changed is the stock has changed to a PDW stock. Because I've always liked them on MP5, and I've always and I've always been interested in these, I just never knew what to call them, and they've always been rare. And this is the only one that I could find that's a gas blowback. Unfortunately, it's $140, and I don't know 100% if it would work or not. Because it's made by GMP, it should work. Compatibility, token memory, yeah, gas blowback rifles. If it's saying, it's because it says that, rather, precisely, that's made by GMP. GMP makes their own gas blowback rifles. I think it's fine. And it's the only one with the full back butt plate that's not for an EAG, which it might be different. I don't know. I hope it's gonna work. It does say token memory in for gas blowback, so I can just return it if it doesn't, I think. Or at least I hope so. But anyway, also we got the drum mag, an appropriate drum mag. The last one was an EAG drum mag. For WE open bolt, and this one is slightly cheaper. Also, I'm starting the second stage of once I get the gun, the foregrip, the drum mag, I get the gun, the foregrip, the stock, and the scope, and this. I will then, once I get that completed, I will start going on to stage 2 with the fiddly bits. The fiddly bits are the grip, also made by GMP. Also this one says for literally everybody. So it should be fine. And I always like these types of grips. Ever since I got one on my Dragon M4. You know when you say it's actually under sci-fi and ebike.com. Also, it has bullet catch, which is polymer, so it should be lighter. Oh no, it's steel. That's steel. I guess right here. No, actually, never mind about this. Jeez, I am terrible at this. Okay, I thought it was totally different. Never mind. So remove that. Nope. That totally was in there. But also the switch charging handle, which is for gas blowbacks, which I was really shocked that they had one for gas blowbacks. But this is the special ambidextrous big one, which I actually used in which the InRange team used for the original What Would Stoner Do rifles. And like literally, looks like GMP likes to keep it, kind of tight with who it works with. Which this airsoft gun is S&T. I'll be shocked if it doesn't work with it, because they use the same gas blowback technology. But then again, you'd be surprised exactly how many M4 mags work in exactly how many M4s. It's shocking when their tolerances are completely different, or they have different bits on them for reasons. I should just get a GMP, but I looked at the GMPs and they're $300. So, probably not. ambidextrous. This is ambidextrous mag release. The M16 mag release button's right here, and then the one that peeks through is over here, or vice versa. And then this I have, this I have. What's missing is the laser light combo. Hold on one sec. That's the one I want. They used to have a setting for laser lights, but it's gone now. You add chart. There we go. Those are up the entire time. Also, my long eye relief. And that. As you can see, all of this, which I do have 1, 2, 3 of, pretty much totals just under 900, or just over $800. Yeah. If you want a what would Stoner do, if you want what would Stoner, if you want a what would Stoner do airsoft gun, and want to buy it straight off, if you don't already have any of this stuff, it's going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive anyway. However, if you were thinking about if you're thinking about whether or not to make an airsoft version or an AR-15 version, a real still version, again, the real still version we would only be able to afford with this, with the cost of this, cost of it being fully complete and assuming everything works. It would still, we will only be able to afford 2 parts: the handguard and the stock low receiver. That's a thing. That is very much a thing. So yeah, we would and we wouldn't even be able to afford the M16 to go on if we buy a Colt M4. I mean AR-15. If you buy a Colt one, or I don't know what any other AR-15s go for because I haven't looked, but I know rifles typically go for around 1,000. You probably could get one for 500 if it's really cheap, or used or something. Or maybe even from a friend, but or maybe just the upper receiver. Um, you know, basically the to make gun work bits, which is something you're not gonna be swapping out anyway, unless you really want to. Unless you're doing that. But even then, we're not fairly comparing what we're doing, or what I'm doing, to that, because I'm buying an entire gun, and then just taking out everything but the receivers. But yeah. And by the way, this is the bit that I use on my M16A2. So again, I might need to actually, tape it down or something, but it should be fine. But anyway, so that's the update, and if you just wanted to see an updated list, here it is. That'd be it for this video. Oh, actually, no, this would be, episode 2, technically. Like, basically, I will be saying in the, and the description, and no, in the comments, because people look at comments before looking at descriptions, I put it in both, because that's how I do things. That you might want to skip to, episode 2 if you just want, most, up-to-date stuff, but yeah. But yeah, this is probably what I'm going to be doing. I might get the Delta stock anyway, and Delta stock is gonna work. I know that for a fact because there's also Gas Blowback. It's just not as nice as this. And this, as long as everyone in the Gas Blowback airsoft making or manufacturing community makes the stocks more or less the same, or makes the makes this, I'm thinking what it's called, but that makes that the exact same, as well as the firing group that falls back. As long as that's exactly the same or near enough, it should be fine. And I could do an AEG version. I could get an AEG version of this, which is half the price, but it's half the likeliness of working. So if you don't want to try this, if you don't want to go through the entire experience for yourself, I don't blame you. And you just want to wait for the results, tune in next year, because that's when I'll likely have everything together. Maybe. Possibly. Like, hopefully, especially if people are going to start buying my books. But anyway, that'd be it for this video. That'd be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Um, this is a thing. This is very much a thing. And I'll be linking all these parts in the description below, by the way, so in case you want to get them yourselves. And then the last video, by the way, I'm probably going to name it, like, how to build, like, a guide, a guide to navigating Evite.com to, you know, to build yourself, to build yourself the airsoft gun. Like, yeah, that's pretty much what the video is now. But anyway, so yeah, that'll be our first video. Thanks for watching. No outro at this time, other than, thanks for watching. Really appreciate watching this video. It means a lot to me. It must mean a lot to me if you were to check out the stuff on the screen, such as my new book, there's Story Left 424, you can find it at Amazon, or the free PDF version, which you can find in the description below. And yeah, that'll be our first video. Thanks for watching. And I guess, see you, Eskin.